Okay, so let's talk about whey. And I know what you're probably thinking, that powder your buddy puts in a shaker at the gym. But its real story? It's so much bigger than that. We're going to dive into how this simple liquid went from being an ancient medicine to a surprising home helper, and now a modern superfood. You're not going to look at it the same way again. I mean, really think about that for a second. For literally centuries, when we made cheese, the liquid part that was left over, we just tossed it. We treated it like garbage. But what if that watery stuff was actually hiding some of the most powerful nutrients in all of nature? Well, that's the story of whey, and it pretty much flips everything we thought we knew on its head.
So here's our game plan. We're going to trace its journey from waste to wonder, then we'll break down why it's basically nature's perfect protein. After that, we'll get into all the health benefits, uncover some surprising uses around the house, and finally, we'll talk about why the source of your whey really matters.
All right, let's kick things off at the beginning. The story of whey is a true rags-to-riches tale. It's kind of crazy how its value has done a complete 180 over the centuries.
You're looking at a wild roller coaster of a history. Ancient civilizations, they absolutely revered the stuff. But then, for hundreds of years, the dairy industry saw it as a massive waste problem. And now? Today, we've come full circle, rediscovering its incredible value and turning it into a nutritional powerhouse.
And that name, the healing water of life, that wasn't just some poetic flair. I mean, we're talking about ancient Greece and Egypt here. Doctors would actually prescribe whey for things like inflammation, digestive problems, even skin issues. It was the original wellness drink, thousands of years before it became a trend.
So what gives? How did we go from that ancient wisdom to forgetting all about it? Well, science finally caught up. So let's take a look under the hood and see what's actually inside this healing water that makes it so powerful. 9, remember that number. What's so special about 9? Well, this is the secret to whey's power. It represents the 9 essential amino acids, the ones our bodies desperately need but can't make on their own. And guess what? Whey has every single one. And having all 9 of those makes whey what scientists call a complete protein. You can think of these amino acids as the absolute essential building blocks for your body. We're talking everything from muscle repair to making hormones. Getting all of them in one single source, that's incredibly efficient. Now let's bust a quick myth. It's easy to think whey is low in sugar, especially when you think about protein powders. But we're talking about the raw, liquid whey here, the stuff that separates from cheese curds. And that natural liquid whey actually has more lactose, or milk sugar, than whole milk itself. It's what makes it a little sweet, but it also means it might not be your friend if you're lactose intolerant. But the magic doesn't stop with protein. Whey is also loaded with these things called bioactive peptides. They're these tiny protein fragments that act like little messengers running around your body. They can tell your immune system to power up, they can help calm inflammation. They're a huge reason why whey is so much more than just a protein source.
Okay, so we know it's in it, but what does it actually do for you? This is where whey really shines, going from just a bunch of nutrients to a seriously powerful tool for your health.
You know, in its raw, natural form, whey is an amazing probiotic. It's full of good bacteria that help your gut stay happy and healthy, working a lot like a high-quality yogurt to keep your digestion on track.
And check this out. One of its most impressive jobs is helping your body detox. So here's how it works. You drink the whey, and your body ramps up its production of something called glutathione. People call it the master antioxidant. Its main job is to help your liver grab onto toxins and flush them out. It's like giving your body's natural cleanup crew a major boost.
And this is a big one. Whey is amazing at protecting your muscles. You know, there's a reason ancient herders would drink it on long trips. The amino acids in it help stop their muscles from breaking down when they couldn't eat. And that has a huge application today for anyone who does intermittent fasting. It helps you keep that lean muscle mass even when you're not eating.
All right, enough about what whey does inside your body. It also has this whole other secret life as an incredibly useful helper around the house. So let's step out of the gym and see what else it can do. First up, the kitchen. For ages, smart cooks have used whey as a marinade. Why? It's simple. The natural acids and enzymes are brilliant at breaking down the tough fibers in meat. The result? You get an incredibly tender cut. It's a fantastic all-natural meat tenderizer.
So what do you do with the leftover whey? Whatever you do, don't pour it down the drain. Take it out to your garden. It's literally a superfood for your plants. You can use it as a fertilizer to feed the good microbes in your soil, and your plants will absolutely love you for it.
From the garden to the bathroom,
Believe it or not, whey is a pretty great skincare ingredient. The lactic acid in it acts as a natural exfoliant. You can actually use it in a face mask to help brighten up your skin and even out its texture. Who knew?
And finally, it's a brilliant preservative. In a lot of cultures, whey is fermented, which makes it sour but also incredibly stable. That natural acidity stops bad bacteria from growing, which means it can be stored for weeks without a fridge. It's a truly ingenious bit of ancient food tech.
So maybe by now you're thinking, okay, I'm in, I want to try this stuff. But hang on before you do. There's one last, really crucial thing you gotta know. Not all whey is created equal. The animal it comes from makes a massive difference. So let's break it down really quick. Cow whey, that's the most common one you'll find. It's a great all-rounder. If you have a sensitive stomach, you might want to look for goat whey. Its protein structure is just a bit easier for us to digest. But if you want the biggest nutritional bang for your buck, sheep whey is the hands-down winner. It is packed with the highest levels of protein and nutrients. So what's best really just depends on you. And that kind of brings us to the big takeaway here. The whole journey of whey, from being actual trash to a celebrated superfood, is just a powerful reminder. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other waste products are we just throwing away right now that are actually hidden nutritional treasures just waiting for us to rediscover them? It's some real food for thought. Thanks for joining me.